Come on. I mean, you feel me? If y'all don't know what that was right there, that was a living legend right there. That was Chubb Rock right there. Like, come on, man. Chubb Rock, B. If y'all don't know about Chubb Rock, man, I gotta school y'all on Chubb Rock, man. That was for all my Atlanta natives right there, you feel me? That's for all my people that's like, you know, in the sororities, the fraternities, the college, you know what I mean? It's good time, man. It's school time, you feel me? Call me up right now. You know what it is, 305-938-0507, Atlanta 404-474-2642. And I believe I do have a special caller on the line. Caller, you're live. Hello. Hello, caller. Let's see if I get this call right again. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you well, brother. Can you hear me?
Okay, my brother. Who's this on the line?
Yeah, it's Chubb Rock.
Chubb Rock on the line on the Yella Boi show. This is a historical moment. I got a living legend in the flesh on the telephone with me right now. Viewers, all my people in TV land right now, Chubb Rock is on the phone right now. If you're not familiar with Chubb Rock, we just played his video right here on Video Mix TV, and we got him on the line. Chubb Rock, talk to me.
And we're just here, man. We're going to be in Miami this Friday. The 5th annual all-white affair goes down. It's going to be nice, man.
It's going to be
We're going to be at the Black Archives Historic Lyric Theater. So just come down and hang out with us, man. It's going to be incredible.
Definitely. We got it on the TV screen right now. It's going to be an all-white affair. Hosted, performing live by Chubb Rock, the legend himself, on the TV screen right now, on your airwaves, on the telephone right now. And if you don't know about Chubb Rock, man, y'all need to go ahead and look him up right now on the IG, and you can find him on Chubb Live, right?
Yeah, Chubb Live on Instagram and Twitter and everything else. Chubb with 2 B's. And we're just excited, man, to come down to Miami. I know that you guys, Miami had a little bit of a rough time, man, with that with the hurricane and everything, but it's a resilient people, and we're going to come down there and do some great things, man.
Definitely. It's definitely be an honor to finally meet you in the flesh, too, because, you know, I'm an 80s baby. I was born in the 80s, so I grew up in the whole era, what you was doing for the people in the music world. And when I first saw that video, the 2 of us, I was like, I think I want to go to college. I think I want to become a frat or a sorority, because that video had me hyped when people were dancing, you know, marching, stomping with the canes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, our whole thing was a collegiate movement, man, and obviously HBCU and the Divine Nine, and, you know, it's a great thing. And as you fast forward a couple of decades after that, man, it's the Divine Nine and usually just supports us so much. So, you know, we're just happy to be around.
That's definitely a great thing, man, because you're definitely, you know what I mean, a role model. You're definitely a leader in the music world and everything like that. But I want to ask you a few questions, like, how do you feel music has evolved and where music was then and how it is now?
Well, you know, the music business is different now.
Okay.
So, yeah, the music business is different now. And so, you know, you got to approach it. You know, what happens, brother, you know, a lot of people try to compare that time to this time.
Right.
But it's very difficult to compare those times, man, because the times are different. So the thought process of young folks is going to be different.
Right.
You know, when I was coming out in the 80s, late 86, into the 90s, man, there were a lot of artists that thought what we were doing was trash and garbage. And they was like, what kind of music is this?
Yeah.
You know, and we just kept saying, hey, man, we're just trying to do music and, you know, try to make ourselves known, things of that nature. So when you fast forward to these young people now, you know, you can't just get on those young people because they might do things a little bit different. You know, it's like, let them do what they got to do.
Right.
We have our audience. And at the same time, if somebody wins from the young people, it still makes hip-hop win. And I'm all about hip-hop winning. I'm not worried about which era is better, which era is this. I'm I'm just concerned about hip hop always continuing.
Exactly. See, to me, I believe that music in itself, in general, is timeless. So it really doesn't matter when people put labels on eras. You know what I mean? Because there's music like right now that people don't even know that even if Chubb Rock had a song called "Treat 'Em Right" or anything like that. And you got these songs, and a lot of people are taking samples from way back when. I mean, it's a revolving door, it's a circle, it's a cycle. So I know that music is infinite. It's just that I think nowadays a lot of people don't do their history.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's very important, man. So I feel good about all the MCs doing their thing, all the records doing their thing. Even like I don't get involved with comparisons, man.
Right.
I just root for everybody because I'm rooting for hip hop.
Everybody got to win in hip hop, man. Hip hop has to win, man. And when people in rap today, and I try to tell them, people do references and people do drops all the time and this and that, whether it's to what's going on in the world right now. And back then when you was in Treat Me Right, you quoted a verse that, you dropped a name, Yuseff Hawkins, and then a lot of people, they don't know about Yuseff Hawkins, so, give thanks for Google. Nowadays you can look it up. But I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about that? Things aren't changing when it comes to that. You know what I mean? People are still getting beat. People are still getting off acquitted. And it's it seems like nothing has changed. How you feel about that?
No, I mean, it's clear, man. Yuseff Hawkins was the Freddie Gray or the guy of the time that this kind of horrendous and heinous thing happened to. And it's interesting that you brought that up because there's some guys now that are related to him that is doing a documentary on him.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
For people that don't know, when I put that in my song, because obviously I was upset about that whole situation. And then if you look at the Fight the Power video for Public Enemy, the Fight the Power video was the protest for what happened to him.
Okay.
And so, he was our Trayvon Martin of that time.
Right, in that era.
Right, in that era. So, what happens is when you go and see stuff like this now with the Trayvon Martins and the Freddie Grays and, all of this stuff, yeah, it makes you feel like, wow, nothing has changed. But if you went back to Malcolm X's era, they would say, hey, nothing ain't changed because look at all the stuff that was going on then.
Exactly. It's just
maybe the missing component isn't us waiting for other people to change it, but for us to change it ourselves.
Right. That's my whole thing too. I'm sitting here as a people, and I'm trying to use my mass media power and everything to try to figure out what is it that we can do as of today and now. You know what I mean? What can we do? What can we do as a people to change things now and stop trying to wait for somebody else to change it? We need to come as a unity, as a family, as a whole, as one nation, and just be like, yo, this has to stop. Really...
I look at it, man, because there's a lot of brilliant people out there in the media, such as yourself, with your platform, with the stuff that I do on radio, with the stuff that a bunch of YouTube stars do on their YouTube platform. And somehow we need to collectively do it because everything is a scale. So it's either you have more buffoonery on the scale or you have more consciousness on the scale.
Right.
Now, right now we have more buffoonery on the scale. So we need to kind of come together because we're the new media. You're the new media, myself on radio, whether it's Tariq Nasheed and all these other guys that are on YouTube. Yeah, we're the new media. We're the new media. It isn't, people are not going to get their news from CNN and MSNBC no more. They're going to get it from us.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're going to get their knowledge from us. So the more that we are collective and we have a certain goal with that knowledge, man, then we will prevail in trying to get people, especially young people, to understand, what is really waiting for them. It don't make a difference if you make a bunch of money. If you're still going to go into the same pothole that a bunch of people, a lot of people have made money that are black people. A lot of people.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop young black people from getting killed by cops and anything else.
That part. I don't understand it, man. It's just, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. you would think it would come down to the color green, but the color green doesn't matter when you're black or white. So, you know.
It means nothing.
But you know what? I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's been a pleasure to keep you online. I can't wait for you to come down South Florida this Friday. I will be at the show myself. And hopefully I can get me an outfit for the all-white affair because I do believe in staying, you know, close to God. And I think being all-white affair is going to be real godly. And I think having you in the building is going to have such a great energy and such a great power. And hopefully I can get a couple, you know what I mean, a couple snaps in. You know what I mean?
Definitely, brother. You know, I'm going to be there. You know, I'm hosting the party.
Yeah.
They got a great event going on for a great cause, and I'll be in the building, man.
I appreciate you, Chubb Rock, for real, all the time, my brother.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. That was Chubb Rock on the line. Live TV on Video Mix TV, man. It's going down this Friday. Oh, actually, yeah, this Friday is going down. All white affair, Chubb Rock performing live and hosting. All charity benefits are going to a good cause. You see it right there on your screen. I'll be in the building. It's going to be an all white affair. Hopefully I can get something a little tailor-made, something looking real nice. You feel me? Looking real nice. We're going to go into this video. We just had them live on TV. We just had them live on the airways right now, coming straight on Video Mix TV. We're going to go right into this video. It's Chubb Rock, Treat Me Right.
Leave the knife and the gun in the store and ignore temptation set by the nation. Racial game causes pain needs a new rep. In your heart and mind, never forget Yuseff Hawkins. And when you're walking, you don't just one. Black on black, remember that it's important.